Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in our last video we created a menu from our category pages and did that. Today we're going to go down and create a custom footer. This is not it. This is the generic footer that comes with it. It's a WordPress generic footer. I'll show you how to do this if you want to do this. But we're actually going to do a custom global one that we can add to all pages. It looks a bit more like this. This is a custom one that we created so we can show it throughout the site, and you can make it how you want it, whereas the other one, it's going to keep adding sort of stuff as you grow your site, and it kind of can get a bit out of hand. But again, that's entirely up to you. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. So I'll quickly show you how this was built. If we go back to my dashboard, that menu is actually done with the widgets. So if we go down to appearance and then widgets, you've got a footer area, and I just added top text deals and an image. That's where I had the little bit of text right there, and you simply drag your little widgets over any ones that you want to use. For the next one, I put in pages, and the third one was product categories. And the fourth one, I think I just was a WooCommerce cart, yeah. And all you do is simply find the widget that you want and drag it over. There's the cart. Just simply drag it to where you want to put it, drop it in there. I've already got that in there, so I don't want two of them. And simple as that. You don't have to save anything. Once they're in that widget area, they will appear at the bottom in this area right here. For the logo there, that was just an image. It's right here, and again I just drag it over, put it in there, and add your image. Really easy. But like I say, those, to me, they can kind of get out of hand as people start adding stuff to their cart and stuff. This can get sort of 3 foot deep. And as you add more categories and things, it's going to add them here. So it's kind of got a bit of a mind of its own. But I mean, it works. If you want to do that way, that's fine. But I don't. I'm going to have a custom footer. So let's do that. Let's go back to our dashboard, get out of the widget area. Let's go down to Divi, to our theme builder. And I'm going to add a global footer. I'm going to build a global footer. I'm going to build it from scratch, and I'm going to use a 4-column row. Obviously you use exactly what you need to use for your site. For the first one, I'm going to put a simple image in, my little logo there. There's my little site image. And underneath that, I'm going to have some social media icons. Before I do that though, let's just save this. I'm going to put a background color in for the section itself. So I'm going to go into the section cog. I'm going to hit the background. I kind of want a black, but I'm not sure that I want a full black. So I'm going to put the black in there and hit the 3 little dots, and it'll give us shades of black. So let's maybe take the second one there. It's pretty close to being black, isn't it? Maybe the third one. Yep, they're all pretty dark there. That's fine. Just didn't want it full black, so that's fine. We've got our color in there. Now I'm going to add another little box. Now if you find you roll over something here and you can't find the little plus icon or whatever it is you need to find, go down to the little purple button at the bottom here, and we'll go to wireframe mode. This little icon on the left hand side here makes it easier sometimes to find things. That's fine. And I want to add some social media links. There we go, social media follow settings. I'll go back to our desktop view so we can see what's going on. Okay, let's add our first one. It's got Facebook as default, that's fine. And it puts it in with the default color of whatever social media network you want. I want mine to be my own custom color. I'm going to have all mine blue. So simply go down to background and make it whatever color you want. That's fine. And in the link, this is where you want to put the link to your social media site. Let me just grab one quickly. There we go. Okay, now let's rinse and repeat. We'll add another one. Twitter's fine. And again, I want it blue. I'm not going to put the links in, there's no point really. But you need to. So let's save that one. Let's add one more. Again, what network do we want? Instagram. As you can see, it puts it in their default color right there. Account link, put that in there. Again, I want to make mine blue. I'm just going to put one more in and then we'll style them. Save that. Add one more. What haven't I got? YouTube, I suppose. Again, I want it blue, whatever it is. Network. YouTube. Is there YouTube there? There it is. There's a couple that you don't need to have here, like Google Plus doesn't exist anymore, and MySpace, does that still exist? Not sure. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm out of touch. Okay, so we've got all four there. Now what I want to do is I want mine to be round. So let's go over to our design tab and we'll go down to border. And at the moment it's got slightly curved borders. They're 3 pixels. I'm going to put in 50%. That'll make it completely circular. 50%. See, that's made that round now. Fantastic. Just what I want. If you want to, you can put a border around it. The default set to 0. Let's give it 2. Give it a color that you can see. And that gives it a border around it if you want that. Now, if you want to change the actual size of it, you can use a custom icon size and just bring it up and down, whatever works for you. Mine's fine that size, but I don't want the border on there. So let's go to the border and take that off right there. Fantastic. So that works for me, but I want them all to be like that. So let's just save this one, and rather than having to go into them all and style them, I can right click on that last one that we've got right, and I can say extend item styles. Don't want everything on the page like that, but I do want everything in this column like that. So I say this column, and there we are. It's done the other 3 for me. And I also want to sort of centrally align those. So if we pop over to the design tab, alignment, I'm going to pop them in the middle. There we go. And I also want to make sure that that image is also centrally aligned, because when you go down to a mobile phone to view this, it's going to stack on top of each other. It looks kind of weird sometimes if one's left aligned and the rest are central sort of thing. So let's go back in there and just go to design and alignment. Yep, make sure that's in the middle too. Fantastic. Okay, for my next one, I'm going to have a line of computer links. So I'm going to just put a text module in there. I'm going to say computers. And let's style it. Go to design, text. I want it to be light in color so you can read it. In fact, I'm going to give it, it's going to be a title, so let's give it a custom color. Now I could use that blue again, but you can't really see it that well against the background. So let's do the same thing. We'll hit the little dots under the blue there. Let's select a lighter blue perhaps. That's better. Still probably not light enough. So if you click on the color itself, you can pull it up to where it's the color that you want. Something like that works for me. Great. And I want actually all upper, not just upper cap and lower cap. That's fine. I'll leave the text exactly as it is. Now, let's add another one. Little black button there. And we'll do a bit of spacing. Okay, so this one I want to say laptops. I'm going to leave this lowercase though. I just wanted the title as uppercase. The text I need to be light in color. And of course we need to link it to our laptop page. So if we just go back to our store page up here, at the menu at the top, just right click, copy link address, go back, content, and we'll link it there. And you don't need to have your website address in there, the first bit. You just need to have the / product category laptop in there if you want. It doesn't matter if you leave that in there, that's fine. But you really only need that last part there. Okay, so what I need to do now is I want to space these because they're way too far apart. So let's go back into the top one. Go to design and down to spacing. We'll take anything away by putting a 0 in all the fields here. And as you can see, that's pulled that one up at the bottom there. Now it's too close. So I want to add a little bit of padding on the bottom. Let's try 10 pixels, maybe too much. I think that's going to be too much. Let's try 5 pixels. Yeah, I think that's going to work fine. Great. So now we've got that. Save that. Need to do the same for this little one right here. I don't want to extend the styles because I don't want it to be blue and capital. But once we've done this one, that's all we need. So I need 5 pixels right there. And we also want 0 pix margin. Now let's save that. Now that that's right, we should be able to clone it. We want laptops, which you got. Second one for desktops. Third one for all-in-one. And fourth one for the sale page, perhaps. Now, of course, we just need to go into each one. Laptops, desktops. All in one. Of course, you want to do your link as well. For expediency, I'm not going to add the links. And the sale page. Now remember to add your links, just click on the link module, go to whichever one, desktop, copy the link, all-in-ones, copy the link, sale, copy the link, and put them into the link ones. Okay, great. Now I'm going to clone this one. I'm going to go to my next section and do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to clone that little one right there, pull it over here, left click and drag. And this is going to be called site links. And there's no link on this one, so site links. And here, again, I'm going to clone this top one here, just drag it over, drop it underneath. And this one, let's call it account login. Some of these pages you can actually use dynamic content to link with account logins one you certainly can. And let's go to dynamic, the little disk right there, left click on it, and that should be a page link. It'll pop up with the pages right here. My account, there we go. So that will take them to an account login. Save that. And again, I'm going to clone, clone, clone. Go into the next one. And we'll say contact us. Link it to the contact us page. We haven't built that yet, but we will be building it soon. And let's have a look. Privacy policy. Again, we haven't built a privacy policy page, but we will be. And we can come back and link these at any time. And let's say a returns policy. Or just returns, that's fine. Now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to clone this one yet again. And for mine here, obviously you need to put in whatever works for you. I'm going to call this shop links. and there's no link on this one. It's title. And again, copy one of these, drag it across. Doesn't matter which one you drag because they're both exactly the same. And we can add our shop page links. So this first one, let's say my cart. And most of the shop pages you can link to dynamically. So if we go to page link again, there's the cart. Save that one. Clone it again, put in the next one. I'm going to put checkout here. And again, the link, you should be able to dynamically link to the checkout, which is page links. Click on it. There's checkout. Great. Last two, I won't even bother linking them. I'm sure you can get the idea now. Let's clone this one. And we'll say shop simply for that one. We link again with a dynamic. And last but not least, let's simply make that home page. And again, link to it dynamically to the home page. And of course, you can put in any module you want here. Don't have to follow what I'm doing. This is purely an example. This is the way that I've built several like this before. Let's see, my checkout's dropped down below my shop. I want that above there. And all I did was left click and drag. That's great. And the only other thing I want to do is I'm going to add another row. And I want to put a copyright notice in the bottom there. I'm going to have one column. And I'm going to put a text module in there. Yet again. And I'm going to say copyright. Now I'm going to use what they call an alt code for the copyright. So if you hold your alt key down and hit 0169 on the keyboard, it'll come up with a copyright symbol. So copyright Divi store 2020 all rights reserved. Great. And I want that in the center. I don't think I'll have it white. I think I'll have it, let's go to our design, to the text. I want it in the center. Go down a bit, just under the text shadow there. There we go, it's in the center. And there's the white color. Again, I'll hit those little dots there. I just want it slightly off white. Something like that, perhaps. Maybe it's still quite light, really, isn't it? Something like this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and my row, let's make it a different color slightly, just so it stands out from the background there. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back into the row. I'm going to make it full width, and I'm going to give it a background color. So let's go into the row, the green tab there. Background. Again, could make it black. Actually, the black works quite well because you can see the other one's not quite black there, so I'll leave it like that. And I want to make my row full width. So I need to go to design and then sizing. I'm going to put the width all the way up to 100%. I'm going to copy the 100% and paste it in the max width below, or you can type it in if you prefer. Great, we're about done. The only thing I've got left is I've got a bit of a gap from my section on the bottom there, and probably too much space at the top. So let's save the row. Let's go back into the section. Go to design and then spacing. And we'll take any padding off the top of the bottom. So we'll put 0 in there, hit the chain, and it does the bottom. I think that's going to work. Might want to add just a little bit to the top perhaps. So let's unchain that and say what about 20 on the top. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Okay, so let's save that. Let's save our page changes. If you haven't got this open here, just click on the little purple button, save the page changes. Go up, hit the little X at the top. Make sure all the changes are saved on this page. Now let's go back to our store. Here's our old one, and that should disappear. Now we put in our custom one. When I refresh, both that and this should disappear. So let's refresh, see what happens. There we go. Great. Well, I'm quite happy with that. So that is how to add a custom global footer to your Divi WordPress theme site. Now, any of these pages, that footer should appear on all of these pages. There we go. I didn't link my home page, so that's not going to work. Let's click on our little logo here. That should take us back home too. There we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.